Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, good afternoon to everyone. This video session you will get a clarity about structure of nephron. This structure of nephron topic it is in excretory products and their elimination chapter 11th standard. In that nitrogenous waste material how we are sending from our body onwards in the form of urea. We seen in the previous videos what are the different excretory nitrogenous waste material in the different organisms based on their surrounding environmental conditions because of where they are adapted, whether aquatic or flying mode or terrestrial place, based on that, and water availability, based on that also their excretory product is differ from the different individuals. And then one more video we seen in what are the different excretory organs in the different individuals, that also we seen. In the last video our human excretory system, what their parts are contains, external structure and internal structure also it is there. Up to internal structure of kidney we explained. So one more time I will be continue from the beginning of human excretory system, because of when we are study about the structure of nephron, the structure of nephron, I mean structure in which place it is present, we should be get a proper idea. Then remaining thing everything is easy. So the location of the nephron, where it is present, for getting that clarity I will explain from the beginning onwards. Let me start our video session. Dear students, inga parunga, here we have in the excretory system we have the one pair of kidney. Above the kidney it is containing with the adrenal gland that we know, and then it is located at the present of at the place of the dorsal side of either side of the vertebral column in the end position. I mean end position means fifth but some of the vertebrae places either sides. So one pair of kidney, each side of kidney they are continue with a tube-like structures, that is a one pair of ureters. That ureters will be opening into a sac-like structure, that is the urinary bladder. It is whether you remembered or not, urinary bladder is made up of, that wall of urinary bladder is made up of transitional epithelium. Transitional epithelium, by the situationally it will change their nature. It is thick and thin of their urinary bladder wall, because when these urinary bladder filled with urine, that wall of urinary bladder will become thin. When it is normal condition, the contraction of the epithelial layers of urinary bladder, it will become more thick. So transitional, situationally it will change. So that is a transitional. Okay, then these urinary bladder will be opened by a small pore that we called as a urethra. Correct kadana? Here the last video I forgot to explain one important thing. At the place of the urethra, it containing with sphincters, two sphincters it contains. This is the urethra, you know. So these urethra contains the two sphincters. Sphincters are just like a valve-like nature. They are preventing the movement of the inside of anything. Okay, for example, sphincter what we see in the digestive system also, gastroesophageal sphincter, okay, and cardiac sphincter, Addi sphincter. So these and all secretions movement from the one place to another place, it is interrupting, especially backward direction and opening and closing, nothing but one gate madri. So these two sphincters are present in the urethra. These sphincters, one is the internal sphincter, another one is the external sphincter. These internal sphincter time, it is made up of the smooth muscle, and the external sphincter made up of with a striated muscle. So here one thing I will confirm it here, smooth muscle controlling by the autonomous nervous system we cannot control, and striated muscle we can control, striated muscle contraction and relaxation we can control. Here these two sphincter is uncontrolled when we are in childhood, okay, up to 5 years of our age, these two sphincters are non-controlled. So that's why at the sleeping time itself, in the childhood time, urine will releasing in the sleeping time, okay. So because of these smooth muscle and striated muscles are always situationally, when the bladder is filled with urine, it will be open. But gradually when you are becoming aging, these external sphincter is in controlling by the ourself, our willing. Okay, so external sphincter is controlling by the our willing, so that's why such a type of muscles we call as a sphincter, striated muscle sphincter. So this is the smooth muscle. So this is you should be remember two sphincters. So if you take these kidney, LS of kidney, this is the LS of kidney. If that LS of kidney contains the major important part, basically kidney is divided into the two parts. One is the cortex, another one is the medulla. Here in this part, what I shaded in the with white color, that is a totally cortex part. The remaining part internally, that is a medullary part. So on that previous video, I explained outer side convex shape and inner side deep notch is there. That deep notch we call as a hilum. These and all explained. So simply I will be recall what are the important parts in. So medullary part and then cortex part. Cortex part is located in the peripheral side. Medullary part present in the middle. In that middle of that medullary part, again a bundles like pyramids like structures, triangular pyramids like structures we can see in the section cutting. That pyramids we called as a medullary pyramids. Here pointer place paranga, this is one pyramid, this is one pyramid, this is one pyramid. So these are all located in the medullary place, so that's why we given the name as a medullary pyramid. Medullary pyramids. Here in between the two medullary pyramid, cortex will be finger like projections will be entered inside of the in between the two medullary pyramids. Those things we called as a columns of Bettini. Columns of Bettini columns. Which of the projections arising from the cortex, they are introduced into the in between of the medullary pyramids, those we called as a columns of Bettini. In the last class also I said. And then here these pyramids base a cup shaped structures are there, that we call as a calyx. Each and every renal pyramid or else a medullary pyramid base, it containing with a cup shaped calyx. All calyxes are jointed together, it will open into the wider part, that we call as a pelvis, a funnel shaped pelvis. That pelvis onwards, it will be came out from the kidney, it will form the straight tube. That tube we call as a ureter. This ureter only, it will give the allowing the urine from the kidney to up to urinary bladder. In the pakka this is the ureters. These ureters is receiving the urine from the kidneys and then sending to that urine to the urinary bladder. This is the some context about internal structure of a kidney. Okay, now here this is today topic structure of nephron. Here this nephron is located inside of kidney. That kidney, each kidney contains 1 million of nephrons. Where they are located, what is their function? Basically kidney function the kidney excrete nitrogenous waste material, unnecessary substances in our blood. If it is there, it is purified by the kidney. After purification, nitrogenous waste material, along with nitrogenous waste material, some of the toxic substances like creatinine, those and all will be filtered by the kidney through the urethra. It will send out. So okay, that is important. So that filtration done by the nephrons, a functional and structural unit of a kidney, we call it a nephron. Where they are located? See Nanna, this is a small diagram, pointer place paranga. In this small diagram, you will get some idea. I mentioned here, exaggerate these part to here. This part, I think so, what I mentioned, this part, medullary pyramids kada Nanna. If you take the medullary pyramid part alone, that medullary pyramid like this, medullary pyramid and renal pyramid and both are same. So in full examination and under microscopic view, it contains millions of nephrons. That nephron arranged into the like this. See, this is the renal pyramid. Renal pyramid is nothing but medullary part. Above the renal pyramid, what part is there? Cortex part, white color part, cortex part. So nephrons are arranged in the renal pyramid, and then some of the portion is arranged into the cortical places. These like this. Okay. So such a nephron structure we want to know. Okay. See Nanna, very important. In the examination view, in the board wise examination view, it is a very most important. We can suspect one major question from this, and then NEET wise also very major important topic this one. See Nanna, here a nephron contains with mainly two parts. One is Bowman's capsule, another one is a renal tube. Okay, I will tell what is that. Here, inga paranga, pointer place paranga. This is the nephron structure. Okay, yellow and pink color diagrammatic representation is there. Na? That thing is we call as a nephron. It is located in the place of the inside of the kidney, renal pyramids or medullary pyramids in between of cortex also. Okay, so here one nephron having the cup-like structure that we call as a Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule. That is a renal capsule. That renal capsule. That is a Bowman's capsule. Of course, renal capsule anna we can call, not a matter. So here these Bowman's capsule inside a blood tuft of capillaries are there. That tuft of capillaries we call as a glomerulus. Glomerulus. Okay, a tuft. How these glomerulus will form? Here inga first paranganana. In the first place, this is the dorsal aorta kada, dorsal artery. This is a vein kada. So artery will take out the blood from the heart to sending the kidney. So here one blood vessel will enter the inside of the kidney. Such a blood vessel we call the renal artery. Correct na? That renal artery going inside, and then it will be separated into several branches of arterioles. Arterioles means very smaller blood vessels than the arteries. Correct na? Aorta, arteries, arterioles. The gradual decreasing of their diameter. Then these arterioles will enter the inside of the Bowman's capsule. That which of the arterioles will enter the inside of the Bowman's capsule? Those arterioles we call as a efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole. Efferent means enter to inside. Okay. And then it will form a tuft of capillaries. Tuft of capillaries means it is a minute smaller size capillaries branches will form. So all the capillaries again jointed together from the Bowman's capsule onwards, it will come out. That blood vessel we call as a efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole. First one is the efferent, second one is the efferent. Okay. So here if you take a cup-like structure, that one view Bowman's capsule and then along with glomerulus that we call as a Malphizian body. Malphizian body, this part alone. Anga okay ba? Malphizian body. See, here Bowman's capsule, this one. Inside of the Bowman's capsule, what it is there? Glomerulus is there. A mingling of or two structures of these Bowman's capsule and then glomerulus combinedly we call as a Malphizian tubule. Okay. Now, individually if you take glomerulus contains tuft of capillaries formed by the efferent arteriole and exited by the in the form of the efferent arteriole. Okay, then now these Bowman's capsule leads to the next part of a tube-like structure that we called as a PCT in shortcut form. In the 10th standard already you studied in the excretion chapter. You have some idea. PCT means what? Nana? Proximal convoluted tube. Proximal convoluted tube. Now that proximal convoluted tube continue in the downwards direction. Now up to proximal convoluted tube, these part of Bowman's capsule or Malphizian body proximal convoluted tube is located at the place of the cortex part. Cortex part. If you need some clarity in this short small diagram paranganana, this is Bowman's capsule, this is internal part of the nephron. So Bowman's capsule proximal convoluted tube is located in the cortex part and then continuation part is entered in the medullary pyramids. That medullary pyramids are present in the medulla of the cortex, medulla of the kidney only now. So here these proximal convoluted tube going to downwards direction enter into the medulla. Such a part we call as a loop of Henle. Loop of Henle. It's a loop of Henle in the form of the hairpin shaped structure, U-shaped structure, hairpin. Okay, these loop of Henle is entered the inside of the medulla. Inside of medulla. Then these Henle loop going to somewhat of deep layers of the medulla and then it's come to the again upward direction. Then it will be again re-entered into the cortex place that seems like similar to proximal convoluted tube. Such a part we called as a distal convoluted tube. Distal convoluted tube. These distal convoluted tube onwards it will going to one opening place, that place we called collecting duct. What it is? Collecting duct. And then these collecting duct will opening into the straight collecting duct, that only short in the short form SCD, straight collecting duct. Okay, so here now the basic minimum question, which of the parts of the nephron is present in the cortex, which of the parts are present in the medulla. Here if you draw the one line like these horizontally, it will give the clarity to of us which of the parts of nephron is located above the medulla or belongs to cortex. This is the Bowman's capsule and tuft of capillaries, nothing but a glomerulus. This is the proximal convoluted tube. This is the distal convoluted tube, collecting duct. These are all located in the cortex part, and the remaining part this Henle loop is there now. That Henle loop located in the place of medulla part. So that part, that differentiation you should be remember. For understanding that only I mentioned a small diagram this here. Okay, and here one along with these parts we want to know some other part. Efferent arteriole is there now. That efferent arteriole came out from the Bowman's capsule. Once it is surround the total renal tube. Renal tube anna meaning enna? Renal tube anna except Malphizian body, remaining nephron structure totally we call as a renal tube. So these efferent arteriole will be totally cover the renal tube. Okay, which of the blood vessel to cover the total renal tube that renal tube covering blood vessels we call it vasa recta. Vasa recta. Okay, see here these two structures, which one proximal convoluted tube, Henle loop, and then distal convoluted tube and vasa recta. These tubes, vasa recta is a blood supplying, blood flow tube, and then these renal tube is urine movement, okay, urine flow. By these tubes here it will form concentration urine. Formation of urine time I will tell. Why these two tubes are playing important role in the formation of the urine, concentration of urine, asthma regulation of concentration of urine I will tell. Okay, before that simply I will give the small idea to you. Here from the glomerulus onwards filtered, what it is having, that filtered what it is entered into the Bowman's capsule, it will going to which direction? Downwards direction, correct na? Like this direction. Again it is going to upward direction like this, and then efferent arteriole onwards blood is came out from the Bowman's capsule, and then it is going to downwards direction. If you comparing these two, here urine is going to upward direction, here blood is going to downwards direction. If you coming to this side, here urine is going to downwards direction, blood is going to upward direction. So based on the opposite direction of the urine and blood, it will form the high concentrated urine, highly concentrated urine. Again counter current mechanism I will say. Okay, then see I little bit more details about this structure, nephron structure. For understanding wise I partitions of nephron structure parts. Here in the next column I will explain. In the column 2, for our conventional view I separated in the parts of nephrons. This is the Malpighian body, this is a proximal convoluted tube, this is a Henle loop, this is distal convoluted tube, this is a collecting duct, straight collecting duct. Okay, see here except these part proximal convoluted tube, Henle loop and distal convoluted tube, collecting duct, all are we called as a renal tube. In the first top of the title, top of the board I mentioned. Here Bowman's capsule made up of containing with or Malpighian body containing with two important. One is a Bowman's capsule, another one is a glomerulus. That only here Malpighian body I mentioned in the part, Malpighian body. So Malpighian body is structure, it contains the two parts. One is a, for your understanding, white color Bowman's capsule, and then daniki ulla inside glomerulus is there. This time we want to know one important characteristics of these Malpighian body. Here inside glomerulus is there na, that glomerulus having the minute cells, filtration cells, those cells we call as a podocytes. What cells? Podocytes. Then the Bowman's capsule inner wall containing the a particular sieve. If you see anything T filtration sieve is there na, sieve how it is contain the small holes, like that very minute holes are there, that holes we call the fenestration sites. So glomerulus containing the special cells, that is the podocytes. Bowman's capsule inner wall containing the special filtration places, that we called as a fenestration sites. With the presence of with the mingling of the podocytes with the fenestration sites, it create the filtration place. By these filtration place, urine will be filtrated into the Bowman's capsule lumen place. Now these Bowman's capsule lumen place reached filtrated urine goes on through the renal tube containing with the proximal convoluted tube and distal convoluted tube, Henle loop. Okay, and collecting duct also. collecting duct also. Okay, then when the primary urine or filtration urine goes on the proximal convoluted tube and distal convoluted tube, Henle loop and straight collecting duct, slowly what are the essential parts are there, those and all will be absorbing into the blood. Unessential things will be excreted by the body, excreted by the urethra. Okay, how it will excrete? Okay, pathway I will say. See here, remember it, from the this place filtration happens. Filtration happens after the primary urine is going on through the proximal convoluted tube. Then this is a descending Henle loop because of downwards direction kada. Then descending Henle loop will going to next part, ascending Henle loop. Ascending Henle loop leads to the next part, distal convoluted tube. Correct na? These distal convoluted tube open into the collecting duct here. Adikapparam, this is the straight collecting duct. Correct na? Now these straight collecting duct in the place lo paranga, straight collecting duct from the cortex onwards, it will move on the from the medulla and then it will come to the this place. Enna place nana? Papillary kadanana? Papillary, and then from here calyx is there. Correct na? You need some clarity means next in the diagram lo paranga. Ipu paranga, these are the parts. Nephron is present in these places kada. Half of the part is present in the place of the cortex, half of the part is present in the medulla. From the medulla onwards, they are taking the collecting duct. So especially in the base of the renal pyramids, nothing but this, renal pyramids are opening into the calyx. Correct na? Calyx, that here I mentioned calyx. Part paranga, this is the calyx. Each and every pyramid having the calyx, cup shaped calyx. All calyx are connecting with jointed together, it will form the pelvis. Pelvis will come out, it will form the ureter. That only I make. First collecting by the initial collecting duct, and then later straight collecting duct. Initial collecting duct means this is the initial collecting duct. Later this is the straight collecting duct. In the place la peyadumanna straight collecting duct. This is a collecting duct, initial collecting duct. Adikapparam it goes to the medullary pyramids. Here goes to the medullary pyramids means it's go like this, medullary pyramids, and then it reach the duct of Bellini. Duct of Bellini means this place, a funnel shaped structure we call as a duct of Bellini. Then the duct of Bellini having containing with renal papillae. This is the renal papillae. Renal papillae onwards renal calyx. Renal calyx onwards renal pelvis. Renal pelvis onwards ureter. Ureter only first in the first diagram we already seen. This first one. See, okay va? So this is the ureter. Ureter came out from the kidney and then open into the urinary bladder. Urine will be stored in this place. Up to certain time it is stored. When the person is felt want to you excrete or release, so these sphincters will helping open and closing. So based on that, it is urine will excrete. Okay, here process formation of the urine I will tell in the next video. Here this video in conclusion with types of neurons. Types of nephrons. Types of nephron. See, in the type of nephrons, two type of nephrons are there. One is a cortical nephron, another one is a medullary nephrons. These cortical nephrons are which of the nephrons only exist in the cortical place, medullary place, and the nephron structure ille. Such a type of nephrons we call as a cortical nephrons. Which of the nephrons are having the part in the are going in the medullary region of the kidney, such a type of nephrons we call as a medullary nephron or juxtaglomerular nephrons. juxtamedullary nephrons. What is the mean here? In the total nephron structure, which of the parts are located in the cortex? In the diagrammatic paranga, e diagram in the diagram. This is in the cortex place. Proximal convoluted tube also cortex place, and then distal convoluted tube also cortex place, and then collecting duct also cortex place. Just only U-shaped Henle loop or hairpin shaped Henle loop only present in the medullary part. According to that, which of the nephrons are contains with a long Henle loop, that long Henle loop is going to inside of the medulla, such a nephrons we called as a medullary nephrons. Which of the nephrons are not yet have Henle loop in the medullary region? Those are nephrons we call the cortical. Name itself, it will give us some clarity. Nephrons belongs to only cortical part of the kidney. Which of the nephrons along with the cortical part of the kidney, they are present in the part of the nephron present in the medullary pyramid, medullary part, that we called as a Henle loop. Simply, which of the nephrons does not have Henle loop, those and all belongs to cortical nephrons, and which of the nephrons having the Henle loop, those we belongs to medullary. Okay, I forgot to say one important thing, Nana. It is a tube, renal tube, made up of the cuboidal epithelium. Their significant functions and that and all I will say. Especially these ascending limb of the Henle loop having the two partitions, that is a thick part of the ascending limb, thin part of the ascending limb. I mean, lower part of ascending limb of the Henle loop is a thin part and higher part is a thick part. You remember that statement. In the continuation video, the significance of these thick and thin nature of the wall of the nephron, I will explain it urine formation. Okay, let me wait the next video, Nana. Everything understand, Nana? Today you will got clarity about structure of a nephron.